So we just get this microphone sorted out.
We won't sing, by the way.
You know you wouldn't enjoy that, I can assure you. Can everybody hear us?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Can you still hear me?
No.
No? Okay, right, well, here you go. Steve just said, I'm Dave, and this is Phil.
Evening.
And it's our pleasure this evening to propose a toast to our good friend Steve on the occasion of his 50th birthday. He didn't look 50, I hear you say.
But he did once. Yes, we're here to celebrate with Steve, the special one. The significantly, I've got to say, hairier version of Josie Mourinho in the world of ladies' undergarments and swimwear. Tonight, for a change, we thought it would be rather nice if Steve could have a couple of tits supporting him. Here we are.
And what a turnout, ladies and gentlemen, what a turnout. It's just absolutely great to see so many of you here this evening. I mean, it speaks volumes
About how little there is going on in Quorn on a Saturday night.
Just briefly, we'd like to pay this small tribute to our good friend, Mr. G, as he likes to be known by the ladies. Yes, where is he? Can anybody spot Mr. G?
Steve, stand up, come on.
Here he is. Oh, he is funny. Thank you very much. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to toast Mr. G, as he likes to be known by the fairest sex. Although at this point we have to admit to not being entirely sure who Mr. G considers to be the fairest sex.
It will surely not have escaped anyone's notice that Steve is, from time to time, definitely a little bit in touch with his feminine side. But our theory, mine and Dave's, is that he's held back from really exploring this feminine side of his by the thought of bodily hair removal. Which, if you know Steve really well, and some of you ladies here might, I don't know, it would be a very long, time-consuming experience and bloody expensive, to be honest.
Although, Phil, I do know that he contemplated such a procedure a few years ago. Do you remember that weekend that we had, that sailing weekend we had, when Davy Jones, the old sailor, came along? Do you remember that?
I do. And this chap, Davy Jones, was the spitting image of Uncle Albert of Only Fools and Horses. Now the guy with the white beard, yeah, the one with the big white beard. I mean, he was continually torpedoed during the war, this bloke, so it's a bit worrying to have him on a boat in. But it was our pleasure, anyway, to spend a weekend on board a yacht owned by Mr. Mike Basford over there, here tonight, and can verify the truth in his story, to be honest.
Yeah, Mike's here, underdressed as ever. Thank you. But on this particular occasion, we'd all been out for a good night, and as you do, we ended up back on board, and, well, as you do, we got involved in playing this drinking game called Pig. I don't know if some of you may know the game. Suffice it to say, it was a game that was new to Davy Jones, because he proceeded to get totally pie-eyed.
And all of us, including Steve, I've got to say, thought this was completely hilarious until, I've got to say it was Dave here, reminded him that he was sharing the aft cabin with David Jones. Well, we renamed the aft cabin the shaft cabin. Because in the middle of the night, David Jones became rather amorous. It's true. We think that Steve reminded him of his wife. I mean, I don't know what his wife was like. She must have been one ugly woman, too. He took up a spoon's position with his beard in a Velcro-like position with Steve's hairy back. And then Davy Jones put his leg over.
According to Mike Basford, the correct nautical term for this is being Davy dog-knotted. and of course, both of them missed breakfast the next morning because they spent the first hour teasing each other apart with a fine flea comb.
It was on this trip, actually, that we kind of nicknamed Steve Buccaneers for the very obvious reasons. On the side of his head he's got Buccaneers. They're rather like Buccaneers, in fairness.
I think at this point we do need to be a little bit fair with Steve, because although he might seem to have more body hair than George Clooney, he does have similar appeal with the ladies.
And it's true, he has claimed, certainly to us anyway, he might have done to you, I don't know, to slept with many women.
Pardon?
Slept with many women. But if we're honest, I mean, just kind of looking at him, I mean, you'd have to doubt it, wouldn't you, really? But we, however, this might surprise you because we take the piss out of him so far, but we believe his claim is fundamentally true, if a little bit misleading.
Yeah, we think the statement would be better expressed by the words that many women have slept with Steve. In fact, we have it on good authority from the owner of this restaurant that on numerous dinner dates, most of the ladies he's brought here have actually dozed off before the dessert. And in actual fact, as proof of this, we found a card from Steve's private collection that we'd just like to share with you this evening.
I've made a note of the card, I've got it here. It said, "Mr. G, what a night. I can honestly say it was an experience. I cannot believe how much I laughed, which is a shame you wouldn't join in. You really must check your flies after leaving the toilet.
Hang on your face.
This morning I've got jaw ache, but at least now I've stopped yawning. I am slightly surprised, however, that you left me asleep at the table in my pavlova. P.S. Can you at least let me have your half of the bill?"
Steve does, of course, also claim to have danced with many ladies, and as many of you will know, he's become something of a Ciroc groupie. It's true. He's gone to all manner of exotic gigs in such places as Daventry.
In fact, a couple of ladies that go to Ciroc here this evening.
Yeah.
Welcome to you all. Yeah. I've got to say, however, we did overhear them talking a little earlier, and one said to the other.
One said, "Have you danced with Steve at one of the Ciroc nights?"
"Oh yes, and I think he dances just like that guy off Dirty Dancing."
Do you mean that Patrick Swayze?
"Yes, that's him."
Isn't he dead though?
"Yes, that's what I mean."
No. He's enjoying it, I assure you. You don't have to feel sorry for him.
He didn't invite us because we were very nice to him, let's be honest.
At this point, I would like to state that it was Steve that asked us to say these words.
Yeah, probably not as many as we do.
And actually, and for the record, I would like to state that we're both proud to say that Steve is one of our closest friends. And moreover, we're prepared to say it in public.
We haven't done it before, in fairness. But, he's, of course, a man of many talents. You know, one of his very favourite things is his culinary skill, which he likes to display on numerous occasions. He does fancy himself as a chef as he stands in front of his homemade barbecue.
Yeah, I'm sure many of you will have seen it. It looks like an old oil drum on fire, and apparently it takes him back to his Zuid-African roots. And he enjoys. I hope the accent was good for you there, guys.
You here, David?
No, I know. I think we could leave it early, Phil.
Say that again.
Zuid-African roots. You ready? There we are. Anyway, no, he enjoys nothing more than throwing on a few chicken legs and a few prawn balls.
We went to see him on one occasion. He was wearing a skirt, actually, and Ugg boots. A look that he claimed was extremely fashionable in the Far East. We think possibly it was Great Yarmouth. Yeah. And he asked whether Dave and I would like to slip into this skirt as well. Not his skirt, by the way, as you know, he got others that he was going to let us wear. In case you're wondering, you know, we were joking earlier.
What was the sarong?
Ah, well, yeah, this sarong, as he claimed to be, was his idea of chilling out. But let me tell you that sitting opposite him, with his chicken legs akimbo, whilst I was sitting into prawn balls, is not a good memory.